Welcome to Heartfelt Revenge Stories. My phone rang at 8 p.m. on my father's 70th birthday. The party I'd been told not to attend. It was my cousin Sarah. Someone I barely talked to. Someone who shouldn't have had my number. Lily? Hi, it's Sarah. I'm at your dad's party and this is awkward, but everyone's asking where you are. Your parents keep changing the subject, and it's getting really uncomfortable. What's going on? I stared at my phone. At the text I'd received 3 weeks ago from my mother. Don't come to the party. It's better this way. We'll celebrate with you another time. No explanation. No discussion. Just, don't come. And now apparently their guests were asking questions my parents couldn't answer. Please subscribe and like this video and listen to my story till the end and let me know which city you're listening from. That way I can see how far my story has traveled. Sarah, I said calmly. Can you do me a favor? Can you put me on speaker in front of everyone? Are you sure? I'm sure. I heard fumbling. Voices in the background. Then my mother's voice, sharp. Sarah, what are you doing? Someone wants to talk to you, Sarah said. Silence. Then I heard my mother say, give me that phone. No, Sarah said, louder than I expected. Everyone here wants to know why Lily isn't at her own father's birthday party. And I think she should tell them. I smiled, took a breath, and told them everything. My name is Lily Harper, and I've been the family disappointment for as long as I can remember. Not because I failed, but because I succeeded in ways my family didn't value. My older sister, Rachel, is the golden child. Married young. Had 3 kids. Stays at home. Lives 5 minutes from our parents. Hosts every holiday. Volunteers at church. Does everything right. I'm 34. Single. No kids. I work as a software engineer. I live 2 hours away in the city. I travel. I have hobbies. I live my life on my terms. To my family, this makes me selfish. A cautionary tale. Lily's so busy with her career. She doesn't have time for family. Lily's focused on herself. Not like Rachel. Lily chose work over having a real life. They never said it to my face, but I heard it. In the tone. In the comments. In the way they talk about Rachel's kids and then change the subject when it came to me. I stopped going to most family events 3 years ago. Not out of spite. Out of self-preservation. Every gathering was the same. Questions about when I'd settle down. Comments about my job being too demanding. Suggestions that I should move back home. Be more available. Be more like Rachel. I got tired of defending my life, so I stopped showing up. My parents acted hurt. Said I was distancing myself. That I didn't care about family. But they never asked why. Never asked if maybe their constant criticism had something to do with it. And then came my father's 70th birthday. My mother called me 6 weeks before the party. Lily, your father's turning 70. We're having a big party October 14th. Rachel's handling most of the planning. We'd like you to be there. Okay. I'll put it on my calendar. Lily, please dress appropriately. Nothing too professional. This is a family party. I bit my tongue. I'll wear something nice. And try to be social. Talk to people. Don't just sit in the corner on your phone. Mom, I'm an adult. I know how to attend a party. I'm just saying you have a tendency to seem distant. I hung up feeling exhausted. And the party was still 6 weeks away. Over the next few weeks, I got random texts from my mother. Reminders. Instructions. Party starts at 5. Don't be late. Rachel is making a slideshow. Do you have any photos you can send? We're doing a toast at 6. Make sure you're there for that. I sent photos. Confirmed I'd be there. Tried to be cooperative. And then 3 weeks before the party I got a different text. Lily, I need to talk to you. Call me when you can. I called that night. Mom, what's up? She sighed. This is difficult, but your father and I have been talking, and we think it's best if you don't come to the party. I felt like I'd been punched. What? It's going to be a lot of family. People asking questions. And you know how it is. Everyone always wants to know about your life. When you're getting married, if you're dating anyone, it's awkward for you and for us. So your solution is to uninvite me? We're not uninviting you. We're just saying it might be easier if you sit this one out. We'll celebrate with you another time. Just the four of us. Mom, this is Dad's 70th birthday. You're excluding me because you don't want to deal with people asking about my life. Lily, don't be dramatic. We're trying to make this easier for everyone. Easier for you, you mean? That's not fair. We're thinking about you too. You always seem uncomfortable at these things. Because you make me uncomfortable. You and everyone else who treats me like I'm broken because I'm not married with kids. Lily, I'm not having this argument. The decision is made. Don't come to the party. We'll see you another time. She hung up. I sat there staring at my phone, feeling a mix of anger and hurt I couldn't quite process. They'd excluded me from my own father's birthday because my life didn't fit their narrative, and they expected me to just accept it. What would you do in this situation? Keep listening to find out what happened next. I didn't accept it. Instead, I started documenting. I screenshotted the text. Don't come to the party. It's better this way. We'll celebrate with you another time. I recorded detailed notes about the phone call where my mother told me I was being excluded. Date, time, exact wording. Then I started looking back at other messages, other conversations. A text from 6 months ago. Lily, we're having Easter at Rachel's. You're welcome to come, but we know you're probably busy with work. A voicemail from Christmas. Lily, we're doing dinner at 2. If you can make it, great. If not, we understand. Every message had the same undertone. You're invited, but we don't really expect you. We don't really want you. I'd brushed it off before. Told myself I was being oversensitive. But now, being explicitly told not to come, I saw the pattern clearly. I wasn't imagining it. I was being pushed out. And I wanted proof. I didn't know about the family group chat until my cousin Emma accidentally added me to it. It was 2 weeks before the party. I got a notification. Emma added you to Dad's 70th planning. I opened it. Saw dozens of messages from my mother, from Rachel, from aunts and uncles and cousins. All about the party. Who was bringing what? What time people were arriving? Who was in charge of decorations? I scrolled up. Read through weeks of planning. And then I saw it. A message from my mother from 3 weeks ago. We've decided Lily won't be attending. It's just easier this way. Less complicated. Please don't bring it up if you see her. My Aunt Patricia responded. Why isn't Lily coming? My mother. She's going through some things. It's better if she takes some space. Let's just leave it at that. Rachel. Mom's right. Lily is always awkward at these things anyway. She'll probably be relieved. Going through some things. As if I was having a breakdown. As if I was unstable. I wasn't going through anything except being systematically excluded by my own family. I took screenshots of everything. Every message. Every lie. And I waited. Have you ever discovered something that completely changed how you saw your family? Drop a comment below. October 14th arrived. My father's 70th birthday. I didn't go to the party as instructed. Instead, I stayed home. Ordered takeout. Watched a movie. And waited for my phone to ring. It rang at 8 p.m. Sarah. My cousin. Someone I'd barely spoken to in 5 years. Lily? Hi, it's Sarah. I'm at your dad's party and this is awkward, but everyone's asking where you are. What do you mean? Like everyone. Aunt Patricia. Uncle Mark. Your dad's work friends. Even people I don't know. They keep asking where you are, and your parents keep giving weird, vague answers. Your mom said you couldn't make it. Your dad said you were sick. Rachel said you had a work thing. None of it matches up, and people are starting to notice. I felt a cold satisfaction settle in my chest. Sarah, can I ask you something? Did anyone tell you I wasn't coming? No. I just assumed you'd be here. You're his daughter. Did you see the group chat? The planning messages? Yeah, but I didn't read through all of it. There were like hundreds of messages. Go back and read the one from 3 weeks ago. From my mom. About me. I heard rustling. Silence. Then, oh my God. They told everyone not to mention you. They said you were going through something. Yes. What is going on? They uninvited me, Sarah. 3 weeks ago. Told me not to come. Said it would be easier if I wasn't there. Why? Because I don't fit the family image. Because I'm single and focused on my career. And that makes them uncomfortable. That's insane. I know. And now people are asking questions they can't answer without admitting they excluded me. Sarah was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Do you want to tell them? Everyone here. They're all asking. They deserve to know." I thought about it. About my parents. About Rachel. About everyone who'd gone along with this. Yes. Put me on speaker. I heard Sarah fumbling with her phone. Voices in the background growing louder. "Everyone, can I have your attention?" Sarah's voice. "Lily's on the phone. She wants to say something." "Sarah, what are you doing?" My mother's voice. Sharp. "Letting Lily talk. Because everyone here has been asking where she is and you keep lying." "We are not lying." "Put the phone down, Sarah." My father now. Stern. Commanding. "No," Sarah said. "Lily, you're on speaker. Everyone can hear you." I took a breath. "Hi everyone. I'm sorry I'm not there. I know a lot of you have been asking where I am, and I think you deserve the truth. Lily, don't do this." My mother. 3 weeks ago, my mother called me and told me not to come to this party. She said it would be easier if I wasn't there. That people would ask questions about my life. About why I'm not married. Why I don't have kids. And it would be awkward. So they decided to exclude me. Silence. Complete silence. I have the text message. I have screenshots of the family group chat where my mother told everyone I wouldn't be attending and not to bring it up. Where she said I was going through something. Which is a lie. You won't believe what I said next. "I'm not going through anything," I continued, my voice steady, "except being pushed out of my own family because I don't fit their idea of what my life should look like." I heard murmuring. Voices overlapping. "Lily, this is inappropriate." My father. "What's inappropriate is excluding your daughter from your birthday, and then lying to your guests about why she's not there." "Is this true?" My Aunt Patricia's voice. "You told her not to come?" Linda. "It's complicated." My mother. "It's a yes or no question. Did you tell your daughter not to come to her father's birthday?" Silence. "Yes," my mother finally said quietly. "But it wasn't like that." "Then what was it like?" Aunt Patricia sounded angry. "Because from where I'm standing, you excluded your daughter and lied to everyone about why. That's not complicated. That's cruel. We were trying to avoid awkwardness." "For who? Lily? Or for you?" My mother didn't answer. "This is messed up," Uncle Mark's voice. "Lily, I'm sorry. I had no idea." "Me either," my cousin Emma said. "Mom, why didn't you say anything?" "Because it was a family decision," my mother said. "Between us and Lily. It wasn't anyone else's business." "But you made it everyone else's business," I said. "By lying. By telling people I was going through something. By making excuses. You involved everyone. You just didn't expect them to question it." "And for the record," Sarah's voice again, "half the people here have been asking about Lily all night. People remember her. People care. And the fact that she's not here? It's noticeable. And now we all know why." "Sarah, give me the phone." My father's voice. Cold. "No. This is my house. My party. Give me the phone now. It's my phone. And Lily's not done." I'd never heard Sarah stand up to anyone like this. "Thank you, Sarah," I said. "I just want to say one more thing, and then I'll let you all get back to the party." I took a breath. I love my family. I love my parents. I love Rachel. I love all of you. But loving someone doesn't mean accepting mistreatment. And that's what this is. Mistreatment. If you've ever had to stand up for yourself like this, let me know in the comments. Your story matters. For years, I've been made to feel like there's something wrong with me because I'm not married, because I don't have kids, because I focus on my career. Every family event I get questions, suggestions, criticisms, and I've tried to brush it off, to not let it bother me. But it does bother me. It hurts. My voice cracked slightly, but I kept going. And instead of hearing that, instead of adjusting, my parents decided it was easier to just exclude me, to erase me from the family picture. The weight of years sat behind every word. "I don't need your approval. I don't need your validation. I have a good life. A life I'm proud of. But what I do need is respect. And basic decency. And that includes being invited to family events. being treated like I matter, not being lied about to avoid uncomfortable questions. I paused. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take a break from this family. Not because I'm angry, but because I deserve better. And when you're ready to treat me with the respect I deserve, when you're ready to accept me as I am without trying to change me, we can talk. But until then, I'm done. Silence. No one spoke. Michelle, thank you for calling me. Thank you for giving me a chance to tell my side. I appreciate it. Of course, Sarah said quietly. Everyone else, I hope you enjoy the party. Dad, happy birthday. I'm sorry it had to be this way. I hung up. My phone exploded. Texts from cousins, uncles, family friends. Lily, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. What your parents did was wrong. You didn't deserve that. I've always admired you. Your career. Your independence. Don't let them make you feel bad about it. Some family members sided with my parents. Said I'd embarrassed them. Made a scene. Ruined the party. But most people sided with me. My mother called 3 times that night. I didn't answer. My father sent a text. You've made your point. We need to talk. I didn't respond. Rachel called the next morning. Lily, what you did last night was out of line. Was it? You humiliated Mom and Dad in front of everyone. At Dad's birthday party. They humiliated me first. They just didn't expect anyone to find out. They were trying to protect you. They were trying to protect themselves from having to explain why their daughter doesn't fit their perfect family image. You're being dramatic. Oh my God. They told me not to come, Rachel. They lied about why. They excluded me and expected me to just accept it. How is that okay? She was quiet for a moment. I didn't know they told you not to come. Yes, you did. You were in the group chat. You said I'd probably be relieved. Silence. Rachel, you went along with this. You didn't question it. You didn't stand up for me. You just agreed that it was easier without me there. I didn't think about it like that. That's the problem. None of you think about how this affects me. You just want me to fit in, and when I don't, it's easier to push me out. She started crying. Actually weeping. I'm sorry, Lily. I really am. I didn't realize how much this was hurting you. Now you know. What happened when my mother showed up at my door? Keep watching. A week after the party, my mother showed up at my apartment. I opened the door. She was holding flowers. Lily, can we talk? About what? About what happened. About the party. About everything. I stepped aside. Let her in. We sat in my living room. Awkward silence between us. I'm sorry, she finally said. For telling you not to come. For lying about why. For making you feel excluded. Thank you. But I need you to understand it wasn't personal. We were just trying to avoid awkwardness. It was personal, Mom. You excluded me because of who I am. Because my life doesn't match what you think it should be. That's not true. It is true. And until you can admit that, this apology doesn't mean anything. She looked down at her hands. I don't know how to accept that you're different from Rachel. I don't know how to talk to people about your life. They ask questions and I don't know what to say. You say I'm happy. You say I'm doing well. You say I'm living the life I want. That's it. You don't have to explain or justify or defend. You just have to accept it. But they judge. Let them judge. That's their problem, not mine. And not yours. She was quiet for a long time. I don't think I can do that, she finally said. I nodded. Then I don't think we can have a relationship. She started crying. Deep heaving sobs. Lily, you're my daughter. I love you. I know you do. But love isn't enough if you can't respect me. And you've shown me over and over that you don't respect my choices. That you'd rather push me away than deal with your discomfort. What do you want from me? I want you to treat me like an equal. Not someone who needs to be fixed. Not someone who needs to be hidden. Just your daughter. Living her life. I don't think I can do that. The words hung in the air between us. Then we're done. She left. Crying. The flowers still on my coffee table. I didn't chase after her. Didn't try to fix it. Just let her go. Have you ever had to choose yourself over family expectations? You're not alone. Share your experience below. 6 months after my father's party, I'm doing better than ever. I got another promotion at work. I took a trip to Iceland. I adopted a dog, a beautiful golden retriever named Charlie. I talk to Sarah regularly now, and Emma, and Aunt Patricia, the family members who saw what happened and chose to support me. I haven't spoken to my parents or Rachel. They've reached out a few times. Texts, emails, cards on my birthday. I don't respond. Not out of spite. Out of self-preservation. Because I've learned that sometimes walking away is the healthiest thing you can do. My mother sent a letter 3 months ago. Lily, I've been thinking a lot about what you said. About respect. About acceptance. I'm not sure I'm there yet, but I'm trying. I hope someday we can talk again. I appreciated the honesty, but I didn't respond. Because trying isn't enough. And someday isn't a promise. I deserve more than conditional acceptance. More than being included only when it's convenient. I deserve to be valued as I am. Not as my parents wish I was. And if they can't give me that, I'm okay walking away. Tell me in the comments. And if you've dealt with something similar, share your story. You're not alone. Subscribe for more stories about standing your ground and reclaiming your life. But there's more to this story. Stay with me. If you're reading this, if you've ever been excluded by your family, if you've ever been made to feel like your life is invalid because it doesn't match someone else's expectations, I see you. You are not the problem. Your choices are not wrong. Your life is not less valuable because it's different. I spent years trying to fit into a family narrative that had no space for me. Trying to be accepted while being constantly criticized. Trying to maintain relationships with people who only wanted me around if I changed who I was. And when I refused to change, they excluded me. Explicitly. Deliberately. And then lied about it. That's not love. That's control. That's manipulation. And you don't owe anyone your presence if they can't treat you with basic respect. My family excluded me from my father's birthday because I'm single. Because I don't have kids. Because I focus on my career. They thought it would be easier without me there. That no one would notice. That they could avoid uncomfortable questions. But people did notice. And when they asked, my parents couldn't explain without revealing what they'd done. So their guests found out. The truth came out. And my family had to face the consequences of their decision. I didn't plan it that way. I didn't orchestrate some big reveal. I just told the truth when someone asked. And that was enough. I kept the screenshots. The texts. The group chat messages. Not because I plan to use them again, but because they remind me that I wasn't imagining it. That I wasn't overreacting. That what happened was real and wrong. My family excluded me. Told me not to come. Lied about why. And when their own guests asked where I was, they couldn't give a straight answer. Because the truth that they'd rejected their own daughter. Because she didn't fit their expectations was too embarrassing to admit. So they scrambled. Made excuses. Contradicted each other. And I got a phone call. And I told the truth. And everything changed. My parents lost face. Lost respect. Lost the image they'd been trying to protect. I lost a family that never really valued me in the first place. I'd say we're even, but honestly, I won. Because I'm free now. Free to live my life without constant judgment. Without criticism. Without being made to feel like I'm not enough. I have family. The ones who stood by me. The ones who saw what happened and chose my side. And I have myself. My career. My independence. My life. And that's more than enough. Charlie, my dog, is curled up next to me as I finish writing this. He doesn't care that I'm not married. Doesn't care that I don't have kids. He just loves me for who I am. Sometimes I think animals understand unconditional love better than people do. Ha ha ha. Isn't that something? I've started therapy. Not because I'm broken, but because I want to make sure I process all of this in a healthy way. My therapist told me something that stuck with me. You can't control how people treat you. But you can control whether you accept it. I chose not to accept it. And that choice gave me my life back. Last week I went to a work conference. Met amazing people. Had incredible conversations. Someone asked me about my family, and for the first time I didn't feel that familiar knot in my stomach. I just said, we're not close right now, but I'm okay with that. And I meant it. Oh. You know what? Sometimes the family you choose is better than the family you're born into. Sarah and I are planning a trip together. Emma's invited me to her wedding next year. Aunt Patricia calls me every Sunday just to chat. These are the people who saw me at my most vulnerable and didn't turn away. These are my people now. So that's my story. The story of being excluded, of being told don't come, until their own guests asked where I was. If you've dealt with something similar, family exclusion, being the scapegoat, living a life that doesn't match expectations, I see you. You're not alone. And you deserve better. Stand your ground. Tell your truth. And don't let anyone make you feel like your life is less valuable, because it's different. Because you are enough. You always were. I still think about that phone call sometimes. About the moment I decided to tell everyone the truth. About Sarah refusing to back down. About the silence that followed my words. It was terrifying. And liberating. And absolutely necessary. Would I do it again? In a heartbeat. Because I refused to live my life apologizing for being myself. I refused to shrink to make others comfortable. I refused to accept crumbs of affection from people who should love me unconditionally. And if that makes me difficult or selfish or dramatic, so be it. I'd rather be all of those things and happy than acceptable and miserable. My mother's letter sits in my desk drawer, unopened for weeks after I first read it. I'm trying, she wrote. But trying without action is just words. And I've heard enough words. When she's ready to show me through her actions that she accepts me, respects me, values me, then maybe we can talk. Until then, I'm living my life. And it's a beautiful life. Subscribe for more stories about standing your ground and reclaiming your life. Drop a comment telling me what you think. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. You are seen. You are valued. You are enough. Exactly as you are.